Welcome to your Daily Listen.
We're your AI hosts, bringing you stories from across the web.
Today, we're looking at Ross Stripling's recent retirement from MLB, the Dodgers' powerful win over the Marlins, and a fantastic first start for a Padres pitcher. Okay, so let's talk about Ross Stripling. News just broke, right?
Yeah, the right-hander. After, 9 seasons, he's calling it a career.
9 seasons in the majors, yeah? He announced his retirement.
Saw his post on X, thanking everyone, so he's looking forward to more family time.
It seemed like it all happened pretty quickly during spring training.
Well, yeah, reports are saying he asked for his release from the Royals.
Ah, okay. When he found out he wasn't making the opening day roster.
That seems to be the story, yeah. Kansas City granted it.
Makes sense. Yeah. Still, quite a career. 9 years, 4 different teams.
Definitely notable. Pitched for 4 organizations in that time.
He really did get around. Started with the Dodgers, obviously.
Right, the Dodgers drafted him.
Then Toronto, the Giants, and then the Royals, briefly, seems like.
And Oakland, too, actually. He signed a minor league deal with the A's this past offseason before the Royals picked him up. So 5 organizations technically touched, though he only pitched in the majors for 4.
Ah, good clarification. So Dodgers, Blue Jays, Giants, and A's, though he didn't pitch for the A's in a regular season game.
He finished last season with the Giants, then signed with the A's, then Royals. But yeah, major league time with Dodgers, Jays, Giants.
Yeah.
Versatile career, like you said.
Definitely. And his overall numbers, what did those look like?
Let's see. Career record was 40 wins, 54 losses.
Okay.
And he picked up 4 saves along the way. ERA was 4.17.
4.17 over almost 250 appearances.
Yeah, 248 appearances total. And 129 of those were starts.
So he swung between starting and relieving quite a bit. That ERA, 4.17, feels pretty respectable given that length of service.
I'd say so. Pretty solid for nearly a decade in the league.
And he had that All-Star nod too, didn't he?
He did, yeah. That was back in 2018.
Oh, the Dodgers, right.
Yep, his first couple of years were with Los Angeles. Getting selected for the All-Star game, I mean, that's a huge achievement in MLB.
Absolutely. Do you remember how he was pitching that year? Must have been lights out.
Oh, he was. Yeah. Reports say, leading up to the break that season, he was 8-2.
Wow, 8-2?
Yeah, with a really impressive 2.08 ERA at that point.
Yeah.
Just shows you, his peak performance was definitely elite level.
No kidding. And his whole journey started with the Dodgers, too. Drafted by them.
5th round pick. Yeah. Way back in 2012, actually.
2012, right. Took him a few years to get to the show then. His debut was 2016.
That's it, yeah. Made his MLB debut in 2016. So kind of fitting. His career started strong there, where it all began, draft-wise.
Yeah, full circle in a way. But he didn't spend his whole career in California, obviously.
Nope. He got traded later on. Dodgers sent him to the Blue Jays.
When was that? August 2020.
Sounds right, yeah. Mid-season trade during that weird 2020 season. So you had a taste of pitching up north. Different environment.
And he stuck around with Toronto for a bit. Seemed like an important arm for them.
He was, yeah. Spent a couple of seasons there. His numbers for the Jays, let me check, 15-13 record.
Okay, decent.
Yeah, with a 3.94 ERA. A couple of saves, too. Over 61 appearances for Toronto. So yeah, definitely played a key role for them during his time there.
So looking at his retirement announcement, it sounds like he's pretty at peace with it.
It seems that way. Some reports mention him saying he feels fulfilled and content leaving the game.
Fulfilled, that's a good word. After putting in all that time and effort.
Yeah, you dedicate so much, right?
Yeah.
Reaching that point where you feel fulfilled, it must bring a real sense of closure. He's probably ready.
Good for him. And he mentioned family time, which you hear a lot, but it's got to be true after years of that grind.
Absolutely. The travel, the schedule. It's demanding. Understandable he wants more time at home.
He also talked about having tremendous pride and gratitude, didn't he?
He did, yeah. For his whole pro career, like 13 seasons, including the minors.
Right, the whole journey, working his way up.
Exactly. Seems like he's looking back on it all with, a lot of appreciation. Good way to go out.
Definitely. Wish him all the best in retirement. Quite a career to look back on.
That's Curdy. For sure. Solid pitcher for a long time.
Speaking of solid performances, our next story takes us to Miami, where the Dodgers were in town. So Monday night, Dodgers and Marlins. Dodgers took that one, right?
It did, yeah. 7-4 was the final score.
Okay, 7-4. And that continues their pretty hot streak.
Oh, yeah. That's 8 wins in their last 9 games now. Kicking off a long road trip, too.
10 games, I heard.
That's the one. starting it off strong.
And the offense really showed up. Ohtani and Freeman both went deep off Alcantara.
They certainly did. Freeman got things going first, I think.
In the third.
Right, the third inning. A 2-run homer from Freeman that put him up 3-0.
And that homer, wasn't there something historic about that one for Freeman against the Marlins?
Well, yeah, pretty significant. That was apparently his 41st career home run against Miami.
41.
Wow. Yeah, and get this, that actually ties the record for the most homers hit against the Marlins by any player.
That's incredible. Just owns them, huh?
Seems like it.
Mm.
And then not long after, Ohtani added his own.
Another 2-run shot, right?
Yep, another 2-run homer. Made it, what, 5-0 at that point?
Yeah. Yeah, really extending that lead. How many is that for Ohtani now this season?
That was number 9 for him.
Number 9 already. So he's tied for the team lead.
Yeah. Tied with Hernandez now for homers on the Dodgers.
And this was against Alcantara, who they just faced very recently.
Exactly. Just 6 days ago, believe it or not.
And how did that outing go for Alcantara?
Not great. He gave up 7 runs in that one against the Dodgers, so tough couple of starts for him against L.A.
Wow, back-to-back rough ones. Okay, but that Ohtani homer, I heard it was something else entirely.
Oh, it absolutely was. The exit velocity on that thing was just, well, staggering.
How fast?
It came off the bat at 117.9 miles per hour.
Whoa, 117.9. That sounds really high.
It is. It's actually the hardest hit home run in all of Major League Baseball so far this season.
The hardest hit this season? That's insane.
Yep. And for Ohtani himself, it was like the 5th hardest ball he's ever hit in his career.
Just incredible power. Does he, dominate the Dodgers' exit velo charts?
Completely. It's kind of funny, actually. Someone pointed out that Ohtani now holds the top 13 hardest hit balls for the Dodgers since they started tracking with StatCast back in 2015.
The top 13?
Since 2015.
Top 13. All him.
Good grief. That's just dominance. And this game was also kind of a return for Ohtani, wasn't it, to that specific park?
It was, yeah. Lone Depot Park in Miami. That's where he had that historic game last year.
The 50-50 game, September 19th, 2024, right?
That's the one. First player ever to hit 50 homers and steal 50 bases in the same season. He clinched it right there.
What a moment that must have been. And didn't he have just a monster game that day, too, beyond just hitting the milestone?
Oh, it was unbelievable. The stat line was almost video game-like. He went 6 for 6.
6 hits.
6 hits and 6 at-bats, including 3 home runs.
3 homers in that game, too.
Yep, and 2 stolen bases and drove in 10 runs. 10 RBIs.
6 for 6, 3 homers, 2 steals, 10 RBIs, and clinching 50-50. That's legendary stuff. Truly one for the history books. So yeah, a nice return for him to that park, even if this game wasn't quite as explosive. Still pretty good, though.
Still pretty good is an understatement. Okay, so beyond the big flies from Freeman and Ohtani, any other key performances we should mention?
Yeah, definitely a few things. Dodgers rookie Ha-Seong Kim got his first Major League start.
Oh, nice. How'd he do?
Pretty well. Had a good debut. He picked up 2 hits and drove in a run. Solid first showing.
Good for him. Any highlights for the Marlins? Aside from maybe wanting to forget Alcantara's start?
Well, yeah, their own rookie, Agustin Ramirez, he gave them something to cheer about late.
What do you do?
Hit a big 3-run homer in the 8th inning. Made the score a little closer.
Okay, so some late life from them. And who got the win on the mound for the Dodgers? Wasn't their starter, right?
No, it wasn't. Ben Casparius actually picked up the win.
Casparius, okay. Relief appearance.
Yeah, came out of the bullpen, pitched 4 pretty solid innings in relief to earn that W.
Got it. So a solid team win overall for the Dodgers to start the road trip.
Absolutely. Good pitching, timely hitting, especially those big homers. Just what they needed.
That was a great offensive showing, and our last story focuses on an impressive pitching performance out in Pittsburgh. Okay, let's talk some baseball. We had a really cool story yesterday, a pitcher getting his very first major league start.
Stephen Kolek, yeah. He'd been working out of the pen for the Padres, saw quite a bit of action last year, actually.
Right, as a reliever. But this time, he got the starting nod against the Pirates.
That's right. And, well, it basically came about because the Padres have had some injury issues in their rotation.
Ah, okay. So an opportunity opened up.
Exactly. Door opened and Kolek stepped through.
What's interesting, though, is looking at his AAA numbers this season. 5 starts down there. And a 6.38 ERA. Not exactly setting the world on fire, you know?
No, not the kind of numbers that scream, call me up for a start.
So, yeah, makes you wonder a bit why the Padres rolled the dice here in the big leagues. What did they see?
Well, whatever their scouting report said, or maybe just a gut feeling, it definitely paid off this time.
Big time, it sounds like. Tell me about the outing itself.
It was really strong. Kolek went 5 2/3 innings.
Wow, almost 6 full innings.
Yeah, nearly 6.
Yeah.
And completely scoreless.
Scoreless. In your first MLB start, that's dream scenario stuff right there.
Absolutely is. He only gave up 4 hits
Okay.
and 2 walks. Plus he punched out 4 batters.
84 pitches for all that.
84 total, yeah. Pretty economical, really, for almost 6 innings.
It sounds like he wasn't just cruising, though. The reports mention runners getting on base quite a bit.
Oh, for sure. He definitely had traffic. There were runners in scoring position in, I think, a few different innings.
Right, so those high-pressure moments, how did he handle that? Keeping them from scoring is the key part.
He just buckled down. He found ways to escape those jams every time. Got a key strikeout in one spot.
Nice.
And even picked a runner off base in another situation.
Oh, wow, a pickoff, too. That shows some serious composure for a guy in his first start.
Definitely. A lot of poise under pressure. You'd love to see that.
I bet the manager was happy. What was the word from him?
Yeah, Mike Shildt was reportedly really pleased, called the outing really good, specifically mentioned his command.
That's huge praise, and probably a massive confidence boost for Kulak himself.
Oh, absolutely. Has to be. And, it never hurts when your offense spots you a lead early on.
Ah, good point. Did the Padres bats show up for him?
They did. Put up 4 runs across the first 2 innings.
Okay, 4 runs early. That's gotta help settle the nerves.
Totally takes the pressure off. You just focus on pitching. Xander Bogaerts had a big part in that.
Oh, Gertz, what'd he do?
Drove in 3 of those runs, had a single and a double early on, brought guys home.
Nice. 3 RBIs from Bogaerts?
And Elias Diaz, he chipped in too. Hit a home run.
Okay, so Diaz added a solo shot.
Yep. So boom, just like that, it's a 4-0 cushion for Kolek pretty early in the game.
Perfect. So Kolek does his job, gets through almost 6 scoreless.
Yep.
The offense gives him support. Then it's up to the bullpen.
Exactly. Hand it over to the relievers to finish it off.
And they held the line.
They did. 4 guys came in after Kolek. Let's see, Estrada, Adrian Morehan, Wendy Peralta, and Jason Adam.
Okay.
And they just kept throwing up zeros. Kept the Pirates completely off the scoreboard.
So they finished the shutout. That's impressive.
Completed the shutout, yeah. That's actually the Padres' 8th shutout this season.
8 already. Wow. Is that leading the lead? I feel like I heard that somewhere.
I think it might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least right near the top. Their pitching overall has been really solid.
Clearly. And, this win wasn't just about Kolek's great start, right? Bigger picture, too?
Right. It secured the series sweep for the Padres over Pittsburgh.
Okay, swept the Pirates.
And it pushed their winning streak to 5 games now.
5 straight wins, nice momentum. So, yeah, quite a day. Memorable first start for Stephen Kolek, and a big team win to cap it off.
Couldn't have scripted it much better, really. Great story all around.
That's it for today.
If you'd like to learn more about any of these topics, you can scroll to see related stories.
Or visit your Discover feed to keep exploring.